first case we have tonight is 51 Middlesex Turnpike for Bob's Discount Furniture. Come on up and introduce yourself. Sure. Give us an overview.
Okay. Good evening, Mr. Chairman, members of the board. I'm Jason Perillo. I'm here tonight for Paul DeSantis with Metro Sign. So what we have here is an application for 4 signs. It's actually 5 if you include the temporary banner that the building department also put in the denial. These are 4 individual letter signs. 2 of the signs are on the entrance side of the building. That's signs 1 and 2. That's the Bob's Discount Furniture sign and a sign that says mattresses. And signs 3 and 4 are signs for the Middlesex Turnpike side of the building, giving some exposure there for those signs. And then,
There's signs in that wall too, isn't there?
yeah, exactly. And then also, part of the application was that the building department denied the coming soon banner, sign number 10. And that would only be up until the store opens up and before any permanent signs can be installed, just to notify people that what the store is going to be. It's a large, uniquely shaped building. There are some other businesses in the immediate area that have more than 1 sign, such as Trader Joe's, which is in the same parking lot. You also have, right nearby, you have Mass General, Brigham and Women's, Furniture Consignment Galleries, and Burton's and Best Buy that all have more than 1 sign. And then I also would just point out that you have businesses like the CVS on Cambridge Street that has 2 CVS signs, and then they also have a sign that says pharmacy.
Okay, thank you.
All right, you're welcome.
Jeremy, you want to start off with any questions?
Yeah, I mean, I question the need for having both signs 1 and 2, really, because clearly we want businesses advertised, but, you know, we have that, we have the zoning bylaw that you can only really have 1 sign per side of the building, really, and that's 2 right there on one side, both Bob's Discount Furniture and the mattress sign. So, you know, I really would push back on having the mattresses sign just on that, and just keeping it, first of all, to Bob's Discount Furniture, to keep in line, more in line with the zoning laws. And I think my other question is, do you have, well, that was more of a statement, but as a question is, do you know the dimensions of the old Bed Bath & Beyond sign? Because this Bob's Furniture sign number 1, I believe, is over 21 feet by just over 11 and a half feet. It does look larger than the former sign.
I don't have those dimensions. Unfortunately, that sign's gone. It's definitely something we could find somewhere. Maybe the building department has that. Just by looking at the scale of it, I'd say they're pretty similar, because the Bob sign does look like it's taller if you include all the lettering. But I definitely think the Bed Bath & Beyond sign's wider. So they could be a similar square footage. And, you know, I would also just point out that the building is set back, at least this side of the building is definitely set back a good distance from the road. So, for visibility's sake, that's why we sized it that way.
Yeah. I mean, it makes sense to have it larger being
Yeah.
set back, but it is
Yeah.
also quite visible from the busy road.
Yeah.
I've been traveling on that road for
Yeah.
decades.
Oh, sure.
Able to see the buildings there. Was there a Bed Bath & Beyond sign on the other side of the building where signs 3 and 4 are going? Didn't think there was.
I don't know. Yeah, I'm not sure.
Yeah, I don't think there ever has been,
I mean, that side of the building does look kind of empty, you know, without anything on it.
Yeah, I know you have a rendering of it here.
bunch of those signs in the package were allowed.
What page is it on when you find it?
Page 7.
All right, hang on.
I mean, it's got Bob's Discount Furniture twice. Really feels like overkill. But with nothing there now, that answers that question. I think I'm good for now. I just wanted to ask those two to start.
All right, thanks.
What do you mean with nothing there now?
I mean, on the Bed Bath & Beyond, on that picture of the current building? I don't see it.
There's nothing there
There's
now.
nothing there now.
Right. They're looking for 2.
Mark?
Yeah, I tend to agree with my brother here, Jeremy, that, it's kind of overkill on two in terms of mattresses. I mean, we all know that Bob's Discount Furniture is, it's got mattress, he advertises it.
Yeah.
So I don't think there's a need for that. As far as the other side of the building, I don't think there's really a need for adding to that, but I wouldn't be against having some signage on that side necessarily, but,
You talking about this side here, the 2 signs?
yeah. Are you against both of those
Well,
signs?
I'm always against 2 signs on the same side of the building. I
Right.
mean, it's
No,
redundant.
no,
There's no
I'm
need for it.
against two. I'm willing to listen to one,
Okay.
Yeah.
but,
Wait a minute. It's still going, right?
yeah, no, I don't have anything other than that. I think that you need to limit the number of signs. I mean, the other signs are just, they're set way back on the other side of the building between Petco and the former Bed and Bath. So I would think about eliminating 2 and one of the 3 and 4. Even though, there's nothing there right now, so.
Yeah.
Anyway, I'll listen to Mr. Sullivan.
All right, first thing is more of a point of fact that I want to point out, is that the zoning board does not set policy. They don't,
Precedents.
they don't set precedent. The fact that CVS has 2 signs, Trader Joe's, all those, whatever board heard their case at that time, found it compelling for them to give them their signs. But we're not supposed to take that into consideration at all, and I would ask the board members not to do that.
Okay.
Saying that, some of these signs are fine with me, but I don't like the redundance of certainly the first 2 there, with them both facing the wall. I would say pick one or the other.
Okay.
That's what I would say.
Okay.
And we can talk about the others as we go through and stuff, but that
Okay.
one's mostly my biggest problem.
Okay.
Maybe the one in the front facade could be a little bit smaller too. We haven't even talked about lighting or any area. You know about the lumens?
Yeah, we're going to
Set
comply
with
with
them.
that, absolutely.
So we'll make it a condition anyways, not
Yeah,
overnight.
we know about that, yep.
All right. All right, that's all I had to say so far.
All right, so, yeah, I mean, I think that, I agree with the group here that, sign 2 mattresses, I don't think should be on the building. I don't see a reason to have that there. I don't know that there's a size difference that I could even consider. I just don't
agree.
think it should be there. And, looking at the aerial view of sign, 3 and 4, I can't think of an argument why you would need 2 signs there. I can see an argument for 1, but definitely not 2. So I guess, my question to the applicant would be, what do you want to respond to that with the mattresses and the 2 other signs?
Yeah, I know that they would rather give up one of the signs on the Middlesex Fate, one of 3 and 4, it'd probably be sign 3.
Which one is that? It's the one on the left?
That would be actually the one on the,
The elongated one?
One on the right.
it's actually the one on the right,
Okay.
yeah.
I'm fine with that.
They do want that mattress sign just because not everybody knows they sell mattresses, so that's why that's important to them.
Yeah, I think that you could make an argument if, you know, it was under a door and you're walking into the mattress side of the building, but I
Okay,
can't see that
Okay.
having that sign there.
so if we give up signs, the mattress sign and then sign 3,
I'm fine with the other two as far as size-wise go. I would prefer sign 4 over sign 3 on that east elevation, just because it's
definitely.
not as long, it's just kind of, you
Yeah.
know, vertical a little bit.
It kind of matches the other sign too.
Yeah, kind of a little bit more
Yep.
linear, I
Yep.
would say. But I don't know what the rest of the board thinks.
Yeah, I tend to agree with you on that, that, you know, given that it's sort of, that got that whitewashed effect to it right now, that, you know, being familiar with that area, I think it actually looks kind of nice without the, you know, you're gonna have an orange facing Bob's Furniture, you know, I think the one on the left, which is that on the tower, or to the left of the tower, right?
It's to the left of the tower.
That's the one he wants to keep.
Yeah,
Oh,
Yep.
it is.
That's the one he wants to keep. He's
Yes.
just going to get rid of the other one.
Oh, he wants to get rid of, all right.
The one you just said you liked.
Yeah, I'm actually looking at Google Maps Street View right now, and the one on the left, number 4, it's kind of behind McDonald's from some of the perspectives. And there is a Bed Bath & Beyond sign up there, and you can see it as
okay.
if you're coming from 95, you can
Okay.
definitely see that Bed Bath & Beyond sign, but then it disappears behind McDonald's for a while.
Okay, so it's
So-
all, there's one already there, so.
Yeah,
So you agree with that one, the one on the left?
I could go
think
with
it's
either. I think
less
the one on the right might have more
Intrusive
visibility.
than,
I like the one on the right too personally, but I'll
Yeah.
give him his choice.
for
whichever
some
one.
reason that they prefer to keep the one on the left, so.
So they already knew we were going to talk about two sides, because they've already come up to which one to get rid of before they came here.
Okay,
See how much easier this could go if we all just share our information?
okay. All right, so we'll talk about how to, I guess, do that in a second. And are is this all channel lit?
Yeah, they're all individual lit letters. The discount part of the sign, it's actually not lit. It's just the red.
Okay. Is that on here somewhere? Yeah, it is, right. Okay. All right. So if we vote against the mattresses sign, they won't be able to come back for 2 years, so
Yep.
is that, we're
Yep.
okay with that? All right, we'll talk about how we want to do that. We probably need to split out all the
We're going to have to
signs.
split them all up individually, and because, you know, these other signs, they're small signs, and they seem appropriate signs, but they might still be too big for this spot. You know, we should try to minimize them if we can.
Yeah, well, we can do that if you want.
Can we also just get a ruling on that last,
Yeah, I want to
Yeah.
jump onto that because I have a couple of
Okay.
questions
Okay.
on that one. So the temporary sign, do you know when Bob's is planning on opening?
they're getting close. I know that. I think they're already doing fixturing. I don't know the exact date, but it's definitely. gonna be-
Typically, if we approve a temporary sign, we do it by a certain date, you know, like
Okay.
12 months from,
Okay.
you know, the permit or whatever.
How about we can keep it up until they open?
But what
prefer to-
happens if, what happens if something happens?
Yeah, I prefer to not, prefer to have like a hard date.
Okay.
You know, we've done it, I don't know what the board thinks, but I think we've done it as long as like 18 months before.
No, but he's
You don't
already
want
saying
that.
soon, you don't have to go that far, give him a year, give him 12 months, give him 6 months.
Well, I mean, do you have an estimated?
Definitely within 6 months.
So then give him 6 months. And then we'll just, if you still need it, it's a formality, just come back, we'll give you an
Can you put a
extension.
condition that says that when it opens, comes down?
Absolutely,
Yeah.
that's gotta be in there. And also too, the temporary signs sometimes get abused, contractors go back and they look like mess, and they say, well, you gave me permission to leave it up here for 90 days, so we're gonna leave it up here. You gotta say in good condition, you gotta state that it's gotta stay in good condition.
And then, the other question I had is there's no, dimensions for the sign, for the temporary sign. Do we know what that is? At least not the ones that I can see.
I believe it's, I know it's no larger than 4 by 8.
And where's it going? What's the location?
I think they haven't decided which wall to put on, but it might be, I don't know, it might be better on the Middlesex side. I don't know how you feel about that.
But without having a location,
Yeah,
we
it's
gotta
kinda-
know exactly where and all that.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to get that to you.
Okay, so I think for, we're gonna have to split out, so typically on something like this, when there's different
Yep,
things going on, we're gonna split out all the signs anyway, so we can always continue that one to the next meeting or something,
Right.
and then get a location and all that,
okay,
if we wanna do, so. I would prefer to have like an actual dimension.
okay, all right.
Absolutely. What's the next meeting, Jen? What's the date? April 2nd?
Yes, again, so it's gonna need, yeah, dimensions, location.
Yep. That was pretty much a formality, but it doesn't appear that this site has no other signs, even if they're right on it, so. if anybody's okay, make sure that's in there.
So which signs, so we're talking about sign 1 is gonna be broken out.
Yep, so signs,
2 is out.
signs 1, 2, 3, and 4 will be broken out in 10.
2 is out, right?
We have to break it out and then,
You gotta break it out and then vote that one down.
Deny it?
No, we have to vote to approve and then.
yeah,
deny it.
yes,
That's what we have to do.
yes, that's very interesting way to do it, but yes, that's how we have to do
That
it.
I'm right.
Okay, and then, so signs 2, 3, and 4, we have to break out.
1, 2, 3, and 4.
Yep, 1 through 4. And then, so signs 5 through 8 are actually by right. That shouldn't be on this agenda. They shouldn't really be on there.
Okay, and 10 is gonna be continued.
10, we're gonna break out and continue it, yeah. All right, so we don't really have to do anything with signs 5 through 8.
So the signs that were by right, so it's because there's no other signs, even if by right, that's why he's here? So those are by right, but we could still minimize them if we think that they should be. I'm not saying they should be, I'm just
Yeah.
throwing it out there.
Yeah, definitely, yeah, we could, yeah. I mean, looking at them, they look like they're like all the way in the back, and it's just for like pickups and stuff, so, for me personally, I don't have anything, but if you guys have any comments on it. Am I the right one still? Yeah, okay. So, before we do anything, I'm just gonna open this up to the public. It is a public hearing, so, if anybody's here to speak for or against. Seeing none, is there a motion to close the public hearing?
Motion to close the public hearing?
Second.
Motion has been made and seconded to close the public hearing. All those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Okay, so I think the first motion we have to make is to split out to separate applications, signs 1 through 4 and sign 10. So is there a motion to do that?
Motion to split out signs 1 through 4 and sign 10.
Second.
Motion has been made and seconded to split out signs 1 through 4 and sign 10. All those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Okay, so, unfortunately, we have to make a couple of different motions on this, so. I guess we can start with sign 10, since that one's pretty easy. We can just make a motion to continue that one to April.
Make a motion to continue sign 10 to the next meeting.
Second.
Motion has been made and seconded to continue sign 10 to April 2nd on or after 7:30 PM. All those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? All right, so sign 10 is 4-0 for continuing to April 2nd. All right, now I think we just go down the list, so.
Make a motion to approve sign 1, the marquee sign. Do we have the dimensions of that?
do it, let me just get the page numbers
According
for you.
to the plan, dated 12/12/23.
Page, I would just go with, page 3 and 4.
Pages 3 and 4. Motion to approve exterior
You can just, we'll
special,
just,
for a sign permit for, doing this one, right?
yep, sign one, sorry. Yeah.
Sign 1, marquee sign, in conformance with the plans that were submitted with the application, pages 3 and 4. With the restrictions of limitation of 9 lumens per square foot in terms of the lighting, and no other signs, even if by right.
Second.
Okay, motion's been made and seconded for 51 Middlesex Turnpike for a marquee sign as shown on plan submitted with the application, pages 3 and 4. To read Bob's Discount Furniture, conditions not to exceed 90 lumens per square foot, and no other signs even if by right. All those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? So 4-0 on sign number 1. All right, so number 2 is the mattresses sign.
Motion to approve sign 2, which is the mattresses sign. I'm sorry?
On page 6.
On page 6 of the application submitted, I'm sorry, the plan submitted with the application.
You don't have to give a conditions.
I don't know if we have to do the conditions
No,
on it.
you don't have to.
Conditions on it.
I think we're,
Second.
all right, motion has been made and seconded to approve sign 2 to read mattresses, as shown on page 6, plans dated 12/23/23. All those in favor? All those opposed?
Aye.
Aye.
That's 0-4. Thank you. Okay, now, sign number 3.
Where are we now? Sign.
Sign number 3 is a wall sign too.
Motion to approve the sign permit, specifically a wall sign for 51 Middlesex Turnpike.
Page 8.
Comports with the plans submitted with the application, page 8, with the,
I don't know that we need conditions on this one either, right?
okay. I don't think there are there any lighting? Is there any lighting for the Bob's Discount Furniture and sign 3?
So, yeah, that was also illuminated, yeah.
Okay. So that,
I think that we're only, well,
you don't
now I'm
need-
confused. I'm just,
1 and 4.
yeah, it's 1 and 4, right? Yeah, so sign 3, we don't need the conditions on either.
Okay, sign 3.
So then, second.
So, sorry. Motion has been made and seconded to approve wall sign 3, Bob's Discount Furniture, as shown on page 8 of the plan submitted with the application dated 12/23. All those in favor? All those opposed? Aye. All right, that's also 0-4. Okay, this is like a regular one.
Okay. Which one is that now? I'm trying to get
It's gonna be page 10.
page 10. All right. A motion to approve a wall sign for 51 Middlesex Turnpike, specifically on the Middlesex, is that the Middlesex Turnpike side?
That's the
of
east,
uh,
call it the east
of the
elevation. I
building,
guess.
East elevation, that is consistent with the plans dated 12/12/23, page 10, and no, things not to exceed 90 lumens per square foot, and no other signs, even if by right.
Okay, motion is made and seconded to approve a sign 51 Middlesex Turnpike for Bob's Discount Furniture on the east elevation, as shown on page 10 of the plan submitted with the application dated 12/12/23. Condition to not exceed 90 lumens per square foot and no other signs, even if by right. All those in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Opposed? All right. And then we already did sign 10, right, so that's good there. So are you're doing the next application as well, so that one's all set. The next application on the hearing is for 15 Blue Sky Drive. I guess you have to reintroduce yourself and.
Sure.
and
Yeah, let's
give us
make it
another
official.
rundown. Sure.
Sure. I'm Jason Perillo, here for the nth Sign Pablaki Sign Company. This is signage for 15 Blue Sky Drive to be installed on up on the top, front facade on the top right side of the building. This sign would comply with the illumination standards that you guys have set, that the board has set forth. And the sign matches the scale of the building, and the sign doesn't face any residential neighborhoods. It's really just meant to get some exposure on the highway.
Okay, thank you. John, do you want to start us off on this one? Give me a minute.
Yeah, I mean, I didn't think anybody could see it, but the highway's gonna be able to see it, so.
Just a little bit, yeah, yeah.
I don't really have too much of a problem with it, I mean, I don't think it's gonna have any effect on anything, so.
Okay. Mark?
Yeah, I don't have anything at this time.
Jeremy?
I mean, just curious, I mean, do you know how much of the building they're leasing? Chance?
I don't have that information, unfortunately. I know there's another tenant that's actually, that has a sign that's on that same wall. It's called NetBrain. So I don't know if they're both occupying like that side, but I'd have to get you that
So that sign
information.
must be, right, we didn't give a variance for that sign, did we?
It must comply.
Then we would have been,
This is the
It is
first one.
pretty, it's a little smaller than this one.
This is the first one I
hard to
think we've
read.
seen from the Blue Sky Drive, so.
so from the highway, will we be able to see both sides?
Well, the NetBrain sign's so small that you almost can't read it, even when you're like there in front of it. It's kind of,
Why, that's up already?
yeah, it's up.
Sign's up?
Yeah, the sign that said, no, not
No,
this
not-
one, sorry, no, NetBrain, yeah. We made sure they didn't do that.
So, again, let me just ask that question. Are you gonna be able to see both signs from the highway?
I think you'll be able to see the inside a little bit better. You can see them through the trees, I would say, but I think the inside, just
I
is,
drove up there the other day, it's really, there's nothing.
yeah, there's no residential exposure.
Yeah, I mean,
We gotta put a condition saying no other signs, even if by right,
Okay,
so that'll be it.
yep.
yeah, I don't have any other comments either. I think it's, it's small enough. I agree. I don't think maybe you might be able to see it from the parking lot. Maybe during the winter when the trees are less full.
Just glad to see applicants going in there, that's all.
Yeah. All right, so this is a public hearing, so we'll open it up again to the public. If anybody's here to speak for or against this application, seeing none. Is there a motion?
Motion to close the public hearing?
Second?
Motion's been made and seconded to close the public hearing. All those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Okay, is there any motions?
Make a motion to approve a special sign permit for 15 Blue Sky Drive for nth cycle signage. It will measure 40 inches in height by 18 feet, 2 inches in width. That comports with the plans attached to the submission,
11924.
dated 1/19/24, pages 1 through 4, with condition of, is it, not to exceed 90 lumens per square foot, and no other sign, even if by right.
Second.
All right, motion has been made and seconded to approve a sign, 15 blue, a wall sign at 15 Blue Sky Drive to measure 40 inches in height and 18 feet, 2 inches in width, or length, I guess. As shown on plans dated 1/19/2024, submitted with the application, sheets 1 through 4, with a condition to not exceed 90 lumens per square foot and no other signs, even if by right. All those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? All right.
Thank you very much, all right.
See you in 2 weeks.
Yeah, we'll be in touch, thank you. Thanks, John, I'll be in touch. Have a good night.
Good night.
I think that Jeff was working on the minutes. Did we ever get the February 20th minutes? I don't remember seeing
Oh,
those.
they were making some change, I thought he was making changes.
Yeah, I think he was looking at them, so I think we just continue both minutes until the next meeting, and since he couldn't make it
So
tonight.
you need a motion for that? I'll make a motion to continue those minutes from when?
So this January 16th and February 20th.
January 16th and February 20th, till our next meeting on the 2nd, April 2nd.
Second.
Second.
Motion has been made and seconded to continue January 16th and February 20th's meeting minutes to April 2nd on or after 7:30 PM. All those in favor?
Aye.
Any other business?
Motion to adjourn?
Second.
Motion has been made and seconded to adjourn. All those in favor?
Aye.